welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A rivalry that spans 6 decades and 1,200 miles of Atlantic coastline. Ready to go here in Miami. It's the Jets against the Dolphins, and it's coming up next. On the visiting sideline, Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. His guys hoping to build on their first win of the season last week. Across the field, that's head coach Mike McDaniel of the Dolphins. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott joined by Brock Huard. The ball is teed up, and here we go. Rivalry week at Hard Rock Stadium. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading him out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns have more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore for everything else he was doing in that ball game.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. He tucks it and takes off. Touchdown, New York! The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. 1 play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here comes Malik Washington. Dancing past him. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here when the opening so that they plan for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Going play action, Tagovailoa. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, every football fan knows that these two have been rivals for decades. As of late in the AFC East, they've had their struggles. Last division title either team was 2008. Last playoff win, kind of shockingly, coming all the way back in 2011.
Kate, some of the biggest names in the history of the sport. Joe Willie, Namath, Dan Marino, Don Shula. Over the last 30 years, the Jets, they've had 11 coaches. The Dolphins, 12. You just can't sustain success without continuity.
You're gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Tagovailoa throwing on 4th. Completed over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
12 yards. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 39.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. This is complete to Waller. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Tua again. Gets everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up their opening drive. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Get off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On return, here comes Davis. Escapes the defender. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Aaron Glenn sending his Jets out for another drive. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Jets getting ready for this first and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Off the play fake, it's Fields. He's going to keep it this time. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Jets take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Dolphins 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's on a quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. To the line. Here's third and 3. Tagovailoa now. Here's a screen for Achane. And this is scooped up by the Jets. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go.
First down throw for Fields. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. We got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap to Fields. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he gives himself up after a short gain. All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up second down. At the Dolphins' 46.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Run good for 8. Now they've got third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing it.
And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And they come up big on third down there with the set.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Now on fourth down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. The Dolphins send a running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And I'm sure they all got a stern lecture on ball security between possessions after they fumbled it away on their last series. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And stick with Achane. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start out with a 3rd and 6. Now with the play clock running down, Mike McDaniel signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. It's a big strike to Hill. Has room down the left sideline. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's John Mechie on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jets offense now set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this one out with Hall. He dodged the tackle. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. This is a design look for Fields. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
6 yards.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long. Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Looking to return from the 29. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the Jets' 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
44. Ready.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
It's a pickup of 3.
Tagovailoa off the play fake. That's incomplete left side. Trying to find his tight end. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Ready. Ready, team. Right there.
No throw, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Solo left Zion. Step. Hey, hey.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. And the man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Fields out of the gun. He gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Right. Turbo's right. Right.
A give left side for Hall. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
That's another Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 41.
Going on first down. Fields. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. Again, he's got room. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. And Fields has been so close to breaking this record before. He set a regular season record in 2022, but was just a few yards shy of that overall record held by Colin Kaepernick. Well, now, one of the game's best runners has officially claimed that record as his own. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Hall is in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Washington now to return. Jukes away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
44. Ready. 22. 18. Out.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
21G. 21G.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's now 3rd down.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready. 18. Solo left Zion. Out.
3rd and long for him here. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. On 4th down, the snap to Tagovailoa. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Move the deck, move the set.
From the gun, it's Hall. He manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. 2nd down now. They need 7.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Full call now to try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Jets double their lead to 14. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Ready. Hey, 21 TX. Hey. 20 TX.
First down, here's Tua. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Clock running, Dolphins will hurry to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Tua now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that is the Dolphins' first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away. Now, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
Complete right side to Washington. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. This kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with
Our
Scott
journey
Hansen.
through the
Scott?
NFL starts now. We begin at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And it's Jordan Love on target to Jaden Reed. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Packers get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. Next up, we got a couple of heavyweights in the AFC. A lot of folks were looking forward to this one. Ravens, Chiefs in KC. And oh, look at Patrick Mahomes. Drops back, doesn't like what he sees, decides to tuck it and run, and he can do this, and he does it. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the former star at nearby USC. This is Michael Pittman. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return coming here from the 12. Escapes a defender. And he's finally out of bounds. Looks like a step or two before the 30. Offense is going to be thinking touchdown here.
The longer I do this, Kate, certainly at the NFL level, you feel how important those minutes are going into half, how important they are coming out of half, especially when you're looking at a deficit they are. This is exactly how you want to start the second half.
So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. New set of downs for them from the 31. Second half begins with a run by Achane. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Trying to work quickly now.
18 yards on the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Get set. 18.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Offense working quickly.
And the Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Blitz coming. Tua. Escapes the pocket. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here is 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Here's Tua again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
All right, come on. Hey, 21, TN.
To the air yet again. Tagovailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. We will not escape the rush on 4th and goal. That's a sack. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle.
You know, that kind of game may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
QB keeping it here, the 2nd down option. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4.
yards.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Putting the tight end in motion. Fields on third. That's caught. It's Reynolds. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In motion, a tight end left. On 1st down, behind the line, he lost that football. And it looks like the Dolphins have it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Dolphins in top. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Looking slant route complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Has him on a quick hitter. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Tagovailoa. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Sends this to the end zone. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Call comes in from Mike McDaniel. They want 2 here.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. And they get the 2-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. Get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
This is Mechie with the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First and 10 from the 32. They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
19 win.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Jets who have it with a lead, but this win is not secure just yet. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Jets. First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jets.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Hall running between the tackles. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Let's run, only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, it's Fields. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Here's Hall running his own read. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
On the keeper, here's Fields. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Folk with a point after. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Will begin his return from the 11. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1.
They're right here. 20, TX. Out, out.
First down, time to battle to throw. And he puts some air under this one, right side. He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And they love the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal to tie this game in the 4th.
Dolphins
Finally set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now here comes the New York offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. New York to the line. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. He dodged the tackle. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. Give him 32 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and
Here we go.
7 at the 38-yard line.
They go right back to Hall. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. They need more of those as they trail by a score.
He's taken down.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, doesn't matter.
Throw caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a short game.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Jets only up by a few. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season. No, sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
It's the kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down carry for Achane. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Throwing now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Finds him over the middle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
They look to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And they take their first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Miami.